wasn't right for you. It wasn't hard to believe, 'cause when I watch TV, I would never see a leading lady look like me. Familiar package with less pigment. I ain't ignorant, it's just reality. You want my thighs, you want my stride, but not this melanin. You want my hair, but you don't care for this complexion. Oh, I'm a black woman. Sweet tea sipping, Nubian queen with the skin that glistens. I'm a black woman.
Hey, beautiful people. How's everybody doing today? Excuse me. Welcome to a Stoop and Be Start Time of Stoop and Be, and this is my channel. We are considered the Royal Gladiators over here because we never give up and we never give in. I pray that everyone had a beautiful day today. I pray that you had peace and that you didn't have a lot of stress on your mind today. What this video is about is, or what this live is about, because it's not a video. I think some people prefer, the pictures and the videos and all that. Give us just a minute. I got some learning to do. I would appreciate when you come through that you would hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I would appreciate that as well. Little sister, help us sister get to her 500. I would appreciate that because it's taken a long time. It's almost been 2 years, but I know in God's timing. I can hear my sister say, let it grow organically, and that's what I'm doing my best to do. Let the channel grow organically. Because I don't want people just to come because others ask them to come. I want them to come over here because this is where they want to be. Excuse me. My son gave me some black seed oil capsules to take the mucus because I had that cold. And that shit is just driving me crazy. It's just making it worse to me. But I just wanted to come up here and say, where did we go wrong as a people? And when I say that, I mean literally, where have we gone wrong as a people? I remember when I was young that everybody lived in your community was your village. They were your neighbors. You knew everybody. You knew them by name. You knew their mothers. Everybody knew everybody. I understand the demographics of nationalities have changed a lot of communities, and we don't know our neighbors. But also, just because you don't know your neighbor doesn't mean you can't speak. It doesn't mean that you can't still keep an eye on their child if you see them outside. Like, I want people, I'm not talking about black, white, brown, blue. I'm talking about every color of the spectrum, every nationality, every religion. I want everybody to come together for the common good. This world is in an uproar right now. And we need to find some peace in it and fix some things so that we can have some peace in it. There are so many people running around here listening to this orange demon, excuse me, talk his junk and talk disrespectful to people, and they're doing nothing about it. And that disgusts me to the core of my being. Because like I say all the time, if it was President Obama, He would be in a bunker hidden underneath the jail, underneath the White House until they found out if he did what they claim he did. Just like you want to try to impeach Joe Biden. I'm not a political head, but I still think it's stupid. If there was something to find that man guilty of, they'd have found it before he got in office. And because you're messing with his son Hunter Biden, you want to try to connect the two. You want to connect something. How about you connect all that money that the orange demon and his kids got when they left office, plus the money that they were making while they were in office. People are really not paying attention to what's going on. And I think it's sad and I think it's bad because this country is at war. The people of America are at war with their own Congress, with their Justice Department, with the police force, with the mayors, with the senators. It makes no sense. I understand it's a lot of melanin deficient people that are the problem. But those dark dots in the Republican Party, what is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? I understand. Let me explain something to people. People might feel like I'm a dummy or something. I don't know. I don't even care. But I understand that the Republicans were the party of the people that freed the slaves and all that. I get that. It's not like he really wanted to do it anyway, but he did it anyway. But that has changed over the last few centuries. Decades, you want to say. But I say centuries. As long as they are melanin deficient people are in power, that is all they want. They don't care about the people of this country. They don't care about our taxes that we pay. They don't care about our children. Like, what common sense does it make to take script out of school? How can a person sign a signature if they don't know how to write in cursive? People complain so much about there's so many obese kids in this world. You know why? Y'all would stop putting all the crap that they put in the food. And also, stop taking gym out of some schools, because some schools have had gym taken out of it. Kids need to exercise. They need to go outside. They need to be productive. And it's sad that we can't be in our own communities with the children and watch them play outside like normal children should be able to play. Where have we gone wrong as a people? To me, one is stop making your children see color. We're not talking about crayons in a crayon box. I'm talking about seeing people. As people, we all bleed the same blood. We all have the same organs. We are all God's children. But it's like nobody seems to understand that there's a bigger picture here. I'm sick of black women going against each other when they should be fighting together. I'm sick of black men killing each other. For what? I'm sick of gangs. There is no reason to have gangs. I'm sorry. Some people may get offended at that. Whatever. It's just the truth. Because y'all are running around here fighting over colors that don't belong to you. Y'all fighting over corners that don't belong to you. You fighting over buildings that don't belong to you. You telling somebody where they can and can't go. Some shit that you don't own. Just like I don't have any problem, and I have quite a few gay people in my family, my dad's side. I have a problem with gay people, but I want people to stop pretending that they own that rainbow flag. They don't own that rainbow flag. They just use that as their symbol. But they don't own the almost called gay flag. It's not a gay flag. It's a rainbow flag. They do not own the rainbow flag. They use it as their statement piece. Just like the United States with their flag and any other country with their flag. That's what that's about. Where did we go wrong as a people? When will people stand up and say enough is enough? And I mean everybody. When will black women, mostly because I can only speak from a black woman's perspective, when will y'all stop being so silly and petty and fighting over silly shit? When will you stop dogging your sisters out and dragging them just for a paycheck? Why do you allow men to use y'all as props to fight and argue and fuss with one another? See, men, they duke it out and call it a day. Women, they hold it for long periods of time. Just like with people with cheating. People get mad at the woman automatically. That's the first person they get mad at. The other woman gets mad at the other woman. You should not be mad at that woman unless she knew you was married. But you should be mad at your man because he made a commitment before God to honor and respect you. That's whose ass you should be whooping. Like, what in the world is wrong with people? Where did we go wrong to the point we think that abusers are the it thing? When? When did it become popular for sorry men to live off of women? When? But you want to be the man and the king of the household, but you can't lead. I blame our generation and a couple of generations down because y'all are not raising y'all males properly. You're raising them to be males, but not men. And I'm also tired of people always saying, oh, a woman can't raise a son, can't raise a man. Listen, as long as you have positive people males in your life, you can get help from that. They're coaches. That's what they're for. If they don't partake in any sports, find them something in your community if they have it. Because I know my old community took everything out for kids, and it's sad. And they wonder why kids are roaming the streets and causing havoc and raising hell. They don't got nothing to do. The little tiny job that was for kids, they took them and gave them to the adults. Remember, kids used to deliver newspapers back in the day? Now it's adults riding around at 6 o'clock in the morning delivering newspapers. They damn near want a child to have a high school education just to work at McDonald's. When did that happen? What happened? When did it happen? Somebody explain to me, because I'm really trying to understand why people don't understand the basic rules of life. Respect your neighbor. Love thy neighbor and treat them like you want them to treat you. People don't have to fuss and fight over their children all the time. They just don't. And grown women are out here scrapping in the streets like wild cats because somebody said something to your child. You should be happy somebody said something to your child. I want women to understand. People in the world are your village. They're the people that are supposed to keep your kids safe as well. You shouldn't want to fight somebody every time somebody says something to your child. If your child was not doing something they had no business doing, and somebody say something, you should say thank you for letting me know that. I'm not saying let no stranger snatch your kid up and start beating your kid in the store. I'm not talking about that. I keep seeing women getting mad because somebody said something to their child. That has never been a problem. It is now with younger parents. And I don't mean no disrespect to none of y'all. I promise you I don't. I'm just talking about those parents that are so busy worried about chasing a man and they're letting their teenagers run a wild. I know somebody that has 8 kids and had 8 kids and didn't even take care of them properly. I know somebody that has 6 kids and it's like, why do you have all these kids and you don't even want to get a job? You don't want to do nothing. Like, why? What gives you the right to think you're better than anybody else that you don't have to work for what you have. I ain't saying you got to go work for somebody, but you need to be doing something productive. You need to be out here trying to build something. So, like, when did we go wrong? Like, when I listen and I watch my documentaries, like Black Wall Street and all that, and I'm like, Black people stuck together. They built together. They congregated together. They understood one another. I understand, like I said before, the the things in different communities have changed a lot. And there's different nationalities and different cultures. I get that. But you still should be able to treat that person just like you would treat somebody of your own race or nationality. Treat them with kindness, unless they are disrespectful. If they are disrespectful to you, tell them, I don't appreciate you being disrespectful. I was just trying to be helpful, but now I will mind my business. But if they had kids, I would say to them as well. But if I see your kids doing something wrong, I'm going to say something. I'm coming to let you know. See, that's what we used to do. That's what our parents used to do when we were young. You had to have your ass in that house for that street light came on. Kids have no rules. They are not responsible for chores. They're not responsible for washing their own clothes. That's why so many boys and men don't know how to wash their clothes properly. So many males and men, even women out here that don't know how to cook a meal. I'm not talking about a microwavable meal. I'm talking about a meal. I thank God for all the Southern women. Like, I love my girl, my sister and my friend, Roxy's Ladies Lounge, because she loves to cook and she shows us what she cooking. Me, I'm not no huge cooker, but I can cook. You know what I mean? I know how to make some shit taste good. I can cook. I don't do microwavable unless I'm eating me a Popeye or something. But other than that, I don't. That's not the way you're supposed to do it. That's not how life is built. Hell, even if you have a husband or a boyfriend that can cook, at least somebody showed him how to cook. Because people think just because a man is in the house, that means your son is going to turn out perfect. No. I know too many kids that grew up with a two-parent household, even though Sloppy Slaw don't know what a two-parent household is, but we know what a two-parent household is. And they were the worst kids I've ever seen. Because they were rotten, their parents spoiled them. Then they got in the streets and started being street pharmaceuticals agents, and they ended up in jail. And their parents worked good, they had good jobs, did good things. But their son turned out to be a fool. Like, you're giving everything on a silver platter, basically, and you ruin it. Even a football career you destroyed. He had a full scholarship to football, and he destroyed it. Why? Because he wanted to be a hustler out there on them streets. I want people in these school systems and education systems, I need y'all to stop giving these kids, when y'all win a game, I need you to stop giving all these kids these damn awards that they don't deserve. That is why children don't understand that you have to put in the work to be the best, to be number one. Not saying it's bad to be number 2 or number 3, but if they want to play sports and they want to win awards and stuff, they should have to put the fight for it. Not everybody get an award just because they won a game. No, that's not how that goes. That's why children don't understand how to compete with one another properly. They got to argue, fuss, and fight and drag each other and run each other over with cars and shit like that. No. Why is it that grown men and women can't talk? And stop being sneaky and lying on people. Again, when did it become okay for men to ask a woman to pay them alimony or child support? Now, I can understand if a woman may have went to jail or something, which is still an issue, or had to do something for work and had to go somewhere and the father took care of, okay, that's fine. But if there are too many males running around here sitting back on their asses playing games all day while their woman is at work making the money. That's not how life. That's not how that's supposed to be. That used to be the other way around. Just like there's so many women I've ran across and I see, which blows my mind. They don't know how to pay a bill. They don't know how to write a check. It's like, what? People in their 30s and 40s and they don't know how to do what? Like I said the other day, I didn't learn how to drive until I was almost in my 30s, but I didn't care because I like to walk everywhere. That might be why my knees are shot to shit. Well, I'm trying to understand, where do we go wrong as a people? We treat each other like shit. We treat each other like we ain't nothing. And that's sad. It breaks my heart to watch women disrespect other women, downgrade other women, dog women out, and smile in their faces. I hate to see women. I seen what did I watch yesterday? I watched Tammy Roman's show about being caught on tape or whatever it's called. I forgot. And this girl, or her man was cheating. I'm gonna tell you all these two stories because they blew my muffin cap back. I swear they did. This one girl was figuring out something was wrong with her man. She didn't know. She think he was cheating, this and that. And she had Tammy looking into this man. Do you know that girl had the nerve to say she been cheating herself for the last year and a half? And I was like, bitch, how you complain about him cheating and you cheating too? If I was Tammy, I'd have wrapped that up. I wouldn't even help her no more. Then the girl was pregnant and apparently lost it. And she had both men thinking it was their baby, but the real dad knew he was the father. But she had the other dude, her boyfriend, thinking it was his. But you mad at him cheating, but you was cheating too? Like, I don't, that's an oxymoron. That makes no sense. Women, just because men do it don't mean you have to do it. I understand we want equal opportunities out here, and I get it. But we don't got to be equal on that level. You know how trifling that make you look? Then it was another girl was on there. She thought her man was cheating. Do you know her man was cheating with her best friend? Her best friend. And her best friend wasn't talking to her. I understand if you have a friend that's ill and like lupus and stuff like that, and you have a situation you're dealing with in your life that you have to go do something. You and your friend both should understand, look, I have no other choice but to do this. I'd have called and checked on her and made sure that she knew that I was there in spirit if I couldn't be there physically. But not to just do nothing. But then your so-called best friend starts hooking up with your boyfriend. Like, women, why do y'all do each other like that? I have made my mistakes in the past, but I was young. And I could take responsibility for them. But the fact that grown women are literally still out in these streets rumbling and tumbling on the ground with people, or riding over people behind some man. That most of them, half the time y'all be fighting for, don't be worth shit. That's why men treat us the way they treat us, because we don't demand more. You have to demand more from them. Think about it. Would you want to be married to a hotel hoe? Would you want to be married to Mayonnaise Maurice Scott or Marcel Bottom Rose Soap? Would you think about it? Is that the type of man you want in your life? See, people, and I had to add myself to that because I've done it before. But my cousin and them laugh at me because I be dead serious. But like, people's like, oh my God, Eve married a white man. Oh, Serena Williams married a white man. Oh, Tamara Hall married a white man. Yeah, you know why? Because black men have forgotten how to treat us like queens. They forgot how to treat us like ladies. They forgot the rules, what a man should do when he is with a woman. Open the door, pull out a chair. When you walk with her down the sidewalk, the man should walk on the outside while the woman walks on the inside. Pull out her chair at the table. Don't blow horns at their house. Get out and go to the door. Where is chivalry? What happened to courting? Stop listening to stupid ass Steve Harvey and them. Because you see what mess he in. I want women and men to think about it. Because men will make a pact. They don't care. And my brothers, I apologize for kicking y'all backs in. But y'all don't be caring. And the biggest problem is that we get in relationships and the relationships end bad. And we take that baggage right on into a next relationship and wonder why the relationship is continuing to go bad. Because you keep bringing that same baggage into another relationship. Stop doing that to yourself. Stop all of a sudden thinking it's going to go wrong. Because if you keep continuing to put that bad energy out there, it's going to go wrong. Something's going to go wrong. I always say, and this is how I feel, I'm going to sit still and wait for God to send somebody my way. If he send them my way, it's meant for me to have. If he don't, it's not meant for me to have. I don't have a problem being single. I'm alone, but I'm not lonely. See, people think if you're alone and you're single, you're lonely. You don't have to be lonely to be single and alone. If you can't take the time to be by yourself sometimes and enjoy your own company, there's something wrong with you. And you need to ask God, what's the problem? I'm just saying. If you can't spend time alone yourself, by yourself, you don't need a room full of people. You don't need another person. But if you don't like being in your own company, why would you think somebody else want to be in your company? Like I said before, I go through my anxiety, my depression and stuff like that. And I know sometimes when I'm in a bad mood, I don't want to be bothered with people. So what do? I back up. I don't care if you friend, family, my family know me. If I'm in a mood, I'm in an angry mood, or I'm stressed out or something, give me a minute. Let me get my thoughts together and I'll holler at you later. So, to my sisters that I talk to on the phone, know that always, if you do not see me online and you call and I don't answer, don't stress. I will call you back. Sometimes I just need to shut my brain down and stop listening to everything, TV, YouTube, everything, and focus on what I need to do. See, we all have people in our lives for different reasons. Certain people are in your life to teach you a lesson. Some people are in your lives for a lifetime. Some people are in your lives for a season. And again, some people are just in your life for a reason. And I had to learn, and I still continue to learn, that I can't always feel bad for somebody else that don't feel bad for themselves. I can't constantly worry about somebody else's peace and comfort if they ain't worried about their own damn peace and comfort. If I'm going through something, what do I need a man in my life for if you can't bring nothing into my life? I'm not asking for a rich man. I'm just asking for somebody that is my equal and somebody that wants to work together, not to work against you. Because that's another thing. It seems like men are starting to compete with women a lot, and I don't understand that. Why are you competing with a woman? She's a woman and you're a man. We already don't get paid enough as it is. Like, why are you competing with a woman? And to all my gay friends out there, please do me a favor. No disrespect, no nothing. But if you run across a man that claims he's straight and he got a wife, please let that wife know. Let her know. Because then they'll try to blame you. So let them know up front. They man come on to you, let his woman know. Because I say that for a bunch of reasons. Give me 1 second. I need my tea. I say that for a bunch of reasons. One is because there is too much stuff running around here, okay? That can be given and not taken back. 2, because no straight man should be bothering a gay man. He shouldn't be in his face. He shouldn't be none of that unless they're friends. If they've always been friends and they cool, that's fine. But if you always in some so-called straight man's face and he don't have a problem with it and you flirty, that ain't right and that ain't cool. That mean that man ain't to be trusted. He'll sleep with you. He'll sleep with anybody. He just need a warm place to lay it. So if you find out they got a wife or whatever, or a girlfriend or whatever, let that sister know. So she not out here looking like a fool and putting her life in danger. And I'm not saying it has to do because of y'all. I'm saying because he's doing more than just y'all. That means he's probably sleeping with other men. He's probably sleeping with other women. That means he's probably spreading himself thin. And no woman or man should have to go through that. And I'm going to say this because this has been a topic of conversation for a while now. It's just a little phrase I'm going to say. Also, men, please stop thinking that women do not like intimate relations just as much as men do, because we do. And I have to crack this joke because it tickles the hell out of me, and I don't know why Hotel Hope said it. But Hotel Hope said he had a hook and a curve. A hook and a curve just makes a U. So that just makes a capital U. So that means he has a capital U in his pants, and that's why his pants are so tight. But also, to these YouTube bloggers like Carlos Queen and them, they don't like women. They'll use women for a paycheck, but he don't like women. He says everybody he loves and they're his best friend and he talk all the time. I don't believe that. Only person I believe he talks to probably every day is Hotel. That's my personal thought. Because just watching how he looks at him on that stage, how he sat there and laid his hand on top of his hand, how Martell winked at him. Wasn't winking at nobody else but Carlos, because Carlos was the only person sitting on that side of the stage next to him. I want people to pay attention to body language. Carlos hugged on them men just as tight as he could. He halfway patted everybody else, and he acted like he couldn't hug Queen Melody Street Rogers, and that offended me. Because she should have swung and busted him in the head. I'm just saying, my personal thought. I don't condone violence unless it's really, really needed. But I need him to stop thinking that we're stupid. See, because the Millimeters, we support Mel. We don't support Carlos. We support Mel. I need him to get that correct. Because like I said before, if those Scots, especially Martell, is not gone off that show by the beginning of season 7, I will not be watching it. And if I watch it, it will be anything to do with Mel. If it has nothing to do with Mel, I will not be talking about it. I will go on to something else that I watch. But I want to know when it became cool for a man to think it's okay to sue a woman for child support and alimony because you too sorry to get off your lazy ass and go get a job. Where them boys come from? Because them are boys. Those are not men. They're either male or boy. Nothing else. Like, where did we go wrong as a people? Why do we hate each other so much? Why do we act like we are our worst enemy? I wish people of color would get it together and learn to work together and not stab each other in the back and try to steal something or try to get a discount all the time. I wish our people would come together as a collective and make a new Black Wall Street. Hell, make one in every town. Because personally, my personal opinion, I think with certain things it should be segregated, like schools. Only reason why I say that is some schools, not all, is because when children of color were learning from teachers of color, they were learning and they were growing and they were prospering. But now teachers don't want to do their jobs. They want to complain about their jobs, but you took that job. You took that job. Nobody made you take that job. So our children are your responsibility while they are in your presence. Don't be disrespectful and calling our kids the N-word and other things, or assaulting our children. Because when a parent jump on your ass, y'all gonna stop wishing y'all gonna do it. Y'all gonna stop and wish you never did it. I also want people to stop pretending that because somebody has a mental illness, that they should not be held responsible for their actions. That's the quickest thing non-melanated people will do is say, "Oh well, I've had childhood trauma." You know how many people of color have had trauma all their lives and didn't run around and unalive somebody or try to beat somebody to death? Like, stop it! Stop playing in our faces. When are you people gonna wake up and realize that we are better together as a collective than we are ununified? Because this country, again, I hate calling it America because there's nothing united about it. The fact that you have ran off most indigenous and Native American people off of their own lands that y'all have stole, like y'all have stole everything else, we wouldn't even be here. I need people to wake up. English should not be our first language. That should be our second language. That's like when I know a lot of Hispanics that come in my old town when they move there, they don't have to take any English classes. You'll have 50 of them in a warehouse, and everybody's speaking in the Spanish dialect, and they can't speak a lick of English. But anybody else, if you go to any other country, you have to learn their language in order to survive. So I believe it should be equal on both parts. I understand we have a lot of Hispanic people in our lives, and that's cool because I love different nationalities and learning different things. But I also realized that back in the day when it started to get overpopulated, the job market, the pay went down. Like, I used to see secretary jobs $23, $25 an hour. I seen a couple of them was like $8. I was like, who taking that secretary jobs for the $8? All they got to do. That's my only issue, is with so many people coming into the country, they're taking us and using us and making us get paid the least amount. Y'all don't pay people enough to even live now. So what makes you think that we're stupid enough to believe you're going to do it then, later? There's a lot that is always on my mind, and I always try to figure out what is wrong with our people. I don't understand it. Just like for a while, a couple of years ago, there was a lot of fathers that didn't want to pay child support, and what they would do is take the child and unalive the child. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense to me, because if you didn't want the child, why you didn't cover it up? Like, a lot of these males would not have children if they would just put something on it. Stop always leaving it up to women to figure out what to do next. How about you cover it up and you don't have to worry about that? Like, it's a lot of stuff that people do that makes no sense. Makes no sense at all. And I want to know, where did we go wrong as a people? I know that they have ingrained in our DNA to go against our lighter skinned brothers and sisters, but a lot of us don't do that. There are a lot that do it because they don't know no better. But baby, like I said the other day, people better Google it, look it up, whatever, look in the history book. Every person on this earth originated from either the indigenous people here already, or you came from Africa. I don't care what complexion you are, from the whitest of the white to the blackest of the black. That's just a fact. People don't seem to realize what Israel is and all those other. They're all over there in Africa. It's like, come on now. Y'all name these streets after these demons that have destroyed this country. You put up these dumbass monuments for what? For losers? Like, that's what I'm talking about, giving people awards for something they don't deserve. They did that when they put all them damn stupid ass statues around. They lost the war. Why do you have pictures of them up there? Why? Like, for real, why? What's the purpose? And if you are enjoying this video, appreciate it if you would hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not, hit that notification bell and put it on all so that you will know when I go live or when I upload a video. Normally, I go live on Tuesdays and Saturdays. Tuesday is Temperature Tuesday, so I try to do those in the morning before 12 o'clock, but I was a little late this week, but I won't be next week. Also, if you haven't checked out my rants, if you like to hear me go off about some things, check out the rant folder. If you want to go over One Day My Soul just opened up, check out that folder. I think you will enjoy it. My shorts, some of them I'm going to take down soon, and create my own shorts. I just got to get it together and figure it out. Also, check out the daily devotions for January, because January is Life Month. I think y'all will enjoy those. And Sister Rules, I think you will find you will get an absolute kiki out of them. They're funny to me. Maybe I'm just a cornball. I don't know. But I think anybody who stops by and checks out this video, you know what I mean, that stops by and has a listen. I know it should be a podcast, but I love to look at visuals. So sorry. Just a blank screen with podcast written on. I couldn't do that. It's just it's not me. I love color. I love self-expression. I love people that love to show their self-expression. Like, I see people, like, I've watched channels that never ever show their face. They use the same icon. They don't change anything. But they have that energy about them that people like. And I'm one of those people as well. I just have to find my footing. And we shall see how things go. But hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up. If you didn't like it, you can hit the thumbs down. It's okay. I can handle constructive criticism. And I would appreciate it if you leave a comment down below. Royal Gladiator, drop some crowns in your chat for yourself. Y'all know I love you and got nothing but love for you. I pray that everyone's out there being safe, like I said, out there on those roads. If it's snowing, please drive carefully. Again, RSV and his cousin 19 is out here on the streets and he is running amok. And I need y'all to wear y'all masks, leave some in your car, in your pocketbook, in your book bag, whatever. And some sandy wipes and some hand sanitizer and paper towel and tissues. Keep them with you at all times. Too many people are getting sick. And it's hard to clear the air if everybody is sick at one time. So be cautious out there. Be safe out there. Stay blessed. Thank God for your day. If you didn't have a great day, I pray that you have a blessed night. And make sure you love upon yourself. Love upon your children. And again, what is wrong with us as a people? What is the problem? Why can't we get it together? Like, there's a bunch of sisterhoods on YouTube. But I think it should be a bigger collective of sisters. That's just my personal thought. I think that we all should come together and support one another and be there for one another. But that's just my thought and my expression. Y'all have a wonderful night, and this is Scoop Queen B out.
Sit on that throne, queen. Know you got that goddess energy. It's in your soul, queen. Manifesting your reality. Say these words to me. I am perfect, well protected. I am so divine. I attract what's mine.